Welcome to 2024. This is the time of year where we all end up by looking back at 2023 and seeing what we haven't achieved. How much easier it is to realize the things we did not manage to do. We may lose sight of what you've actually achieved and what you've accomplished in the prior year. Looking forward to 2024 now, as we're on the 2nd of January when I record this, you've got a clean slate, an absolute open table in order to create whatever it is that you want. But in such a fast changing world where everything is happening at record breaking speed, all this information that is being thrown on top of us, how do we actually get to where we want to go? It doesn't matter where you live, what your background is, your political or spiritual belief systems are. We all sit in such an easy place to get caught up in the grip of fear, anxiety, stress. It's palpable when you listen to social media or you watch the news. So where do you go to pull hope from? To find that inner peace, that sanctuary, that place that you can draw from, that you can then become the best version of you, to have the best 2024 as possible. Personally, I find January a fantastic time of year to really re-strategize and set my goals and focus to who I want to become in the following year. And having this clean slate gives me an opportunity to say, well, that was then, this is now. The truth is we could actually be doing this at any time of the year, but we choose to do it in January. And I personally also find that it's a great time to reflect, and everybody then gets on board with these New Year's resolutions, which, now I've mentioned it, you think, they don't work. Well, in fact, the stats show 95% of New Year's resolutions die within the first 3 weeks of January. You can go out there and set all the best intentions in the world to lose weight, make more money, get a new job, buy a new house. But if you're not fully committed to work on this day in and day out, that's not a goal. I'm resolved to achieve a few key landmark goals this year. And focusing on these is going to fast track me, is going to elevate the rest of my goals that I've actually got, that I will able to then push through those a lot easier. But how do I do this? You need a strong drive, a strong why factor. So I'm going to share 5 key areas that I'm focusing on this year as my strategies for 2024 unroll, so that it's not just going to get lost in the noise and the fear and the chaos and all just self-doubt. Create a new paradigm of thinking. Strengthen your mind. Einstein was the one who said that you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. What does this actually mean? If you want to move forward to having this new version of your reality, you need to create a new personality, a new version of you. You need to change the paradigm of how you're seeing things, how you operate, what you do, how you speak on an ongoing basis, in order for you to have what you don't have. Because if you already knew inside, mentally, physically, spiritually, what you needed in order to have the life you want, you'd already be there. We need to teach ourselves from the inside, bring the information in so that you can create this new guidance, this new vision, the new paradigms, the new way of thinking. It definitely goes back to the social media and the news. I don't go on the news. I haven't watched news for years, and I don't believe I've missed out on anything. I can't influence it. I'm not going to do anything about it. I want to do something that I can personally influence to be a better version of me and help serve in society, in my community, and chat to you guys. So what information are you feeding your mind? My personal biggest mindset shifts come from when I reach out to great leaders, to entrepreneurs and coaches for guidance. When I attend webinars and workshops, I never just listen for the normal, what I already know. I'm looking for different perspectives. And I take these and I'll apply 1 or 2, not more, just 1 or 2 into my life. See, I can't control the external world, but I can definitely control what I put inside of me, and then my own internal representation or paradigm of that. Number 2, strengthen your body. fitness and health. We speak about strengthen your mind, now strengthen your body. You've set the goal, lose 10 kilograms. I want to fit into those jeans I love. I'm going to join the gym and become the fittest guy on the beach. We've all set these. Understanding the importance of connecting your body and mind. Without this, you're going to dilute any significant chance of achieving what it is that you want. There's 100% connection between your body and your mind. Psychologically, how you think is determined by your physical state, and your physical state determines how you think. So begin each day by doing 1% more. Instead of saying, I'm going to lose 10 kilograms, just turn around and say, I'm going for a walk. But then when you go for your walk or your jog or go to the gym, do 1% more a day. Just that 1%, not 10%, 20%, run 10 kilos today and 15 tomorrow. That's going to break you down, that 1%. In January 2023, I resolved to participate in a triathlon. It was my personal physical goal. And while I never made it to the triathlon, I started out by nursing a torn ligament in my foot, and I've ended off tearing a ligament, or potentially, in my left knee. But I now look back at the huge successes I actually made from setting that goal. I went on 4 half marathons. I ran a full 42K marathon. I'm going to put the link in here. You're going to be able to see the story, if you would like to, around the lessons I learned in achieving those goals, something that I never knew or thought I was capable of. And I realized that over the years, I've been mentally holding myself back. I'm far more capable and far more able to do way more than I ever realized I was. I've now know not to negotiate with my mind. Number 3, find a coach. Strengthen your resolve. If you want to have the best year of your life, reach out to somebody who can help take you there. You may have all the best intentions and heart and determination that you want in order to have the results. But again, you would be there already if you could do it on your own. Why? Because working with an accountability partner, someone you can trust, who is outside of your normal realm of influence, is an essential part in maintaining the progress for getting you where you actually want to be. Simple examples. Tiger Woods, undeniably greatest golfer that's ever lived. Does he still have a coach? Novak Djokovic, lauded as the greatest tennis player ever. Why has he still got a coach? If he's so good and he's achieved so much, he's got a coach. Yet we haven't achieved what it is that we want, but we don't have a coach. Through 2023, I've had many coaches and mentors, and I've learned from each of them in various different dynamics as I've been unpacking and growing my business. And in December 23, I made the call that I needed to bring on another coach, a coach who was going to take me to the next level. And I understood the need of cut a check for speed. As I know I'm capable of a lot more, but I needed that external knowledge, somebody who's been there already, who can then guide and coach me and hold me accountable as I scale what it is that I've started to grow in 2023. So find that person that you would like to emulate, this person that's going to act as your North Star, as your compass, to take you to 2024's ultimate growth and then way beyond. So number 4, strengthen your success. And you do this by setting your goals. We know about this ill-fated New Year's resolutions. Well, I'm not talking about those here. Find 1 or 2 key goals that are going to make your life different. These 1 or 2 key goals are the ones that are going to make the rest fall into place so much easier. And those are what we call the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal. Jim Collins wrote about it in his book, Built to Last. The ultimate BHAG will influence many of your other goals to just fall into place. This is going to help you raise your game faster, get your achievements, your recognitions, your growth that it is that you're seeking. It's going to help you to differentiate yourself and really determine and will be the result of your true business, personal, fitness, mental, psychological growth, whatever it is that you determine. I've personally set 2 BHAGs for 2024. And right now, I'm not going to share those with you as my coach knows what they are. And this is my accountability partner who is aware and with me on my journey. Then the last one, pay it forward. Strengthen your service to others. This is one that you do not want to miss. In 2024, how can you add more value to others in service? There is something extremely powerful about giving more than you receive. Approach any successful entrepreneur or businessman, and they will share with you about what they do to give back to society. Have a look at Tony Robbins, who for decades has been feeding kids because when he was 11, he didn't have food and somebody fed him. So find that something that you can give of value. When I first started out on my personal journey, I never had money in order to pay a coach. So I attended many online free sessions. Back then, a lot of them were live as well. And I learned from other coaches and people who were giving in service. So for many years now, what I've been learning and disseminating and applying in my own life, I provide in coaching free webinars, free workshops to help others who are not in a position to pay for necessary skills to help get them going. And I also give freely of my knowledge and my time to a gifting economy where I help others to grow additional income streams. Find a way that you can give back in service, no matter what your current situation is. There is something, there is a skill, a tool, a means that you've got to give back. In a world of chaos where there's so much negativity around, your passion and your light is essential for somebody else. So who else do you want to become in 2024? What do you want to achieve in 2024? And how are you actually going to get there? What skills, what thoughts, what actions do you need that can take you from where you are at the end of 23 to where you want to be at the end of 2024? It's all in your fingertips. So, my friends, ladies and gents, have an amazing new year. I've enjoyed sharing some of my top 5 points of where I am following and focusing on this year. So reach out to me for a chat. I'd love to find out what are yours and see how I can be of service to help you get there. I want to help you breathe new energy into your life, help you focus on what will make difference to give you peace and an authentic journey during 2024. And finally, keep an eye out on your emails and your LinkedIn posts, as I'm going to be soon sharing Discover Your Inner Peace and Authenticity webinar, which I'm going to be launching towards the end of January. So until then, have an amazing 2024.